Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Guys, what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy BLSG back in the building for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction. That's right, ladies and gents. We are back for another one here tonight. I know we got off to a bit of a late start, but went ahead, came into kind of like, you can kind of quote-unquote this as like a quote-unquote fork in the road, in terms of having to do something at the last minute and then having to deal with a bit of technical difficulties, but we should be okay for now up to this point. But tonight we got an Eastern Conference matchup for you guys here this evening as the 35-25 Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 16-12 on the road take on the 24-37 Brooklyn Nets with a record of 15-18 when it comes to playing at home. I personally don't like the 76ers' chances in winning this game, and we will get into the injury reports on why I think that. But we're going to hope that the 76ers can at least compete with this Brooklyn Nets team and can help to find a way to hopefully, but very unlikely, pull out a W in this game. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We got 4 people up in the chat. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and tuning in already. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gents, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everybody, be sure to go ahead and share out the stream so we can bring more viewers up into the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always, so let's get down to business. Let's go through the chat here before we go ahead and get started with this game. My guy Eagles being the first guy up in here. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Just wanted to say what's up real quick. Hey, Eagles, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you're not done so, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. So it's going to suck not having Kelsey on the team next year, but he gave Philly everything he got. Hopefully Jurgens is a good replacement. Hopefully Kelsey still does something in the organization. I hope so too, my guy. But who knows what is going to happen with Cam Jurgens? Is he going to slide to center? Is he going to stay at right guard? Who knows what's going to happen to Cam Jurgens? I mean, we shall see what his situation is going to be like. But I think regardless, the 76ers either need to sign in free agency or via trade, or need to draft an interior offensive lineman of some sort. Because honestly, also, in addition to the decision on Cam Jurgens, I'm not sure if Tyler Steen is the guy to go ahead and give it a go at right guard for the whole year. So we'll see what happens with that situation. So let's get this W here tonight, Sixers. Hopefully, but let's go. I hope we pull out the W, but let's make it happen. Hopefully. MC, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through as well. Says, let's go Sixers, and we will so miss Kelsey. He was the best. Absolutely, MC. Appreciate you for coming through and dropping the comment and the love to Jason Kelsey, who just retired yesterday. But shout out to MC for dropping in the chat. Hit the like button if you have not done so, MC, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. There's MC Facts. He's a great guy, and he will be missed, but hopefully he still does something in the organization. Exactly. I hope he does, too. My guy, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Daniel. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Then we got my guy, EZIP Controllers down up in here. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Dropping the love, saying let's go Sixers. You already know what it is, my guy. Hopefully they can pull out the W, but I'm not feeling it tonight with all the injuries that the 76ers have to their team. But you never know. It could any given day, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we'll just see what happens though tonight. But my guy, appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. EZIP Controllers down. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Then we got my guy, SG Sports Talk up in here. What's going on, SG Sports Talk? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, SG Sports Talk, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. Says, go Nets, go Brooklyn, go Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is not playing today, just so you know. So you don't have to worry about dropping all the Ben Simmons drama in the chat. You don't have to worry about that, SG Sports Talk. Ben Simmons is not playing. I know that for sure. Says, absolute Eagles. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gents, before this game goes ahead and gets underway here from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York, we're going to go ahead and go through the injuries here real quick right before this game starts. I know, again, we were off to a little bit of a slow start here, but hopefully we go ahead and get this in really quickly here. So starting off on the Philadelphia 76ers side in terms of injuries, the newest up one listed on the roster is listed to the injury report, I should say, is that the Philadelphia 76ers announced Tuesday that point guard Tyrese Maxey has been diagnosed with a mild concussion. If you guys do remember, Maxey did hit his head on the one Dallas Maverick defender that caused him to injure his head, and now will be out for an unknown amount of time until we get an update. That was first reported by Noah Levick of NBC Sports Philadelphia. Then we obviously know Joel Embiid is still out with the knee injury, but has started on-court workouts and is back to 100% in the weight room, so that is great news for Joel Embiid. Obviously, we still know DeAnthony Melton is out with the back spasms and is out for Friday, out for this game against Brooklyn, according to Kai Carlin of USA Today. Then Robert Covington still progressing in his rehab program to replace his knee injury, according to Adam Aronson of PhillyVoice.com. Starting lives coming in here for both teams. For the Philadelphia 76ers is Kyle Lowry, Cameron Payne, Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris, and Mo Bamba. And for the Brooklyn Nets is Dennis Schroeder, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nicholas Claxton. Coming to you guys live here from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. So let's get this game underway. Here once again on the road. Second game overall this week. Let's get it. What to watch for in this game, since this game is being televised on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Defend the three-point shots and especially rebound. Rebound. Yes. Rebound. And hopefully I can squeeze this in real quick. But for the Brooklyn Nets, 3 players listed as out for the Brooklyn Nets here in this one. Cam Thomas listed as out with an ankle injury, reported first by Brian Lewis of New York Post. Ben Simmons listed as out with a back injury, first reported by Eric Slater of ClutchPoints.com. And then center Day'Ron Sharpe also listed as out with a wrist injury, according to Brian Lewis of New York Post once again. And then Derek Woolen, forward for Brooklyn, listed as out after going successful season-ending surgery on his left shin, according to Evan Barnes of Newsday reports that. So we are underway now here in this one as the Brooklyn Nets win the tip, and here we go from the Barclays Center. Cam Johnson working in the paint here, gets over to Nick Claxton, back to Cam Johnson, launching from the mid-range, he can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Tobias Harris. And here come the Sixers as Lowry now has the ball. Lowry guarded by Bridges, gets it over to Cameron Payne, over to Bamba. Bamba looking to go to work early, gets it out to Lowry. Lowry finds his man, Buddy Hield. Hield going to drive. Hield thinking about working in the paint now, finds Bamba. Going to let Bamba drive now. Bamba puts it up for 2, and Bamba puts it in. Let's go, Mo Bamba. Maybe it's time for a Mo Bamba masterclass. Maybe the Tobias Harris masterclass is not needed, but here we go. Bridges with the ball here for the Nets. Holds up from the mid-range and puts it in. Big shot right there from Mikal Bridges, the former 76er on draft night. And Payne launching a 3 and putting it up and through the hole. Big shot right there from Cameron Payne. Let's go. Look for him to get a lot of run in this game tonight. As Schroeder with the ball gets over to Bridges. Bridges launching one from the mid-range again. Can't hit it. It's rebounded by Bamba. And here come the Sixers once again. Puts it in the hands of Lowry. Lowry over to Harris. Harris going to hopefully get close to the paint. Harris puts it out there for Cameron Payne. Payne back to Harris. Harris staying outside the paint. Gets over to Bamba. Puts it up for 2. Can't get it. Bamba gets his own offensive rebound. And Bamba puts it back. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I like to see, Mo Bamba. As Dennis Schroeder on the handoff gets over to Cameron Johnson. Over to Finney-Smith. Over to Claxton. Claxton finds Bridges launching a 3, and it's cash money for Mikal Bridges. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball here. Bring it down the floor as the team's point guard with no Maxey tonight. Lowry with it. Gets over to Cameron Payne. Payne going to his right. Payne at the top of the key. Gets over to Hield. Hield going to kick it out to Lowry. Lowry in the corner. Looks like a 3, and it looks like it's another 3-point shot put up and in from Kyle Lowry. Let's go. Big start to this game for your shorthanded 76ers. Hopefully they can keep this going. As Dennis Schroeder brings it down the floor, gets it over to Bridges, back over to Dennis Schroeder, out to Finney Smith for three. Hits off the back of the iron and misses, but the Nets get their own offensive rebound. Then Finney Smith puts it up again as it swirls the iron, and it's rebounded by the Sixers on the defensive end. Harris with the ball, pump fakes, kicks it out to the outside, out towards Buddy Hield. Hield going to his left, still dancing, kicking out to Lowry. Lowry up the baseline, and it's a turnover for Kyle Lowry, who stepped out of bounds. But still a nice start here for your 76ers early on, who need a quick start, especially in this game where they are shorthanded and down a lot of talent. They need this game. They need a quick start to this game and a great finish to this game. Let's go. As Claxton gets knocked to the floor here, it looks like it's going to be a foul here against Mo Bamba. It's going to be a foul on the floor, though, so the Nets will keep the ball and will inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. Dennis Schroeder to inbound here against Buddy Hield. Schroeder inbounds it to Finney Smith. Back over to Schroeder. Schroeder going to come towards the inside. Finds Claxton. Claxton with the lip and misses the entire rim. And it's rebounded here by the Sixers. Picked up by Kelly Oubre, but a kick ball violation here against Nick Claxton. So it was going to be 76ers ball regardless. Great start for your 76ers, both defensively. Pretty much against anybody outside of Mikal Bridges. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets over to Buddy Hield. Back to Bamba. Bamba going to work here against Claxton. Bamba going to find Lowry out to Hield. Hield in the corner for three, and Hield gets it to go. Hield with the hoop and the arm. Brooklyn will bring it down the floor, and they want a timeout. I forget who their coach is because I know it's not Jacque Vaughn anymore. Who's the Nets head coach? I forget. Because I know it's not Jacque Vaughn. Because I think he got fired. Kevin Ollie, that's right. That's right. Thought his name was familiar. BLC, you're the OG. SC Sports Talk, man. I appreciate it, my guy. And I try to stay as consistent with this content as I possibly can. And anything else that I do to continue to grow this channel. This kid is great, so y'all need to share with your friends and have them hit the like button. Yes, sir. Shout out to MC for showing the love up in the chat. Says you're the OG in the room. Hey, SC Sports Talk, man. I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate you for always supporting in these streams recently. And my guy, just as soon as he says something positive, of course, you got to go ahead and drop the bomb on the scoreboard saying that the Nets are going to beat the 76ers 155-88. Like, that's wild. So I'm going with the Nets blowing out the 76ers by 67 points. I mean, so far it's not looking like it right now, but hey, the game can change at any given point in time. So Kevin Ollie is the Brooklyn Nets coach. Got it. Got it. Kevin Ollie at the age of 51 years old. And at least they brought in a guy with some experience recently before he started to get this job. His coaching career from 2012 until now. So he's coached. So I think in terms of NBA, he's coached for more than 10 years. They're showing the game on Sunday. Give me a break. Give me a break. I get it, they got the win, but come on, man. Stop showing the game where Maxey got hurt. I get it. We're showing the high praise of Tobias Harris. I get it. But still, leave us alone. Leave us alone. We move on to the next game. As Bridges with the ball here out of the timeout, gets over to Cameron Johnson for three, and Cam Johnson puts it up and through like butter. And speaking of Cam Johnson, he is down on the floor. And as for lineup changes here, Brooklyn Nets Jalen Wilson will enter the game to replace Dorian Finney-Smith. So Finney-Smith will head to the bench. Oh, he twisted his ankle. I saw that too on the replay. That was totally not against Kyle Lowry. Are you kidding me? They called out Kyle Lowry? The dude literally rolled his ankle. Challenge that, please. Please challenge that. There's no way that is a shooting foul on Kyle Lowry. This dude, Cam Johnson, literally just rolled his ankle. Like, where do you see Kyle Lowry make contact? That's crazy. If they keep that as a shooting foul on Kyle Lowry, I'm going to lose my mind. This dude rolled it. This dude, Cam Johnson, rolled his ankle. That's totally not on Kyle Lowry. Like, where's the contact? Okay, he gave him a landing zone. Where's the contact? This doesn't make sense. They leave this stand as a shooting foul. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose it if they keep this the same. I'm going to lose it. This would be a terrible call. Look, he's fine. He's fine, for goodness sake. They really called a foul on Kyle Lowry for that. Are you serious? They called a foul on Kyle Lowry for that? The dude did not even touch Cameron Johnson. Looks like they were looking at this for a flagrant. The dude literally rolled his ankle. I want to know how this is a foul on Kyle Lowry. Somebody needs to explain this to me. Someone has some explaining to do already. Somebody has some explaining to do here, and we're not even 4 minutes into the first quarter. The free throw, rather, I should say, is good for Cameron Johnson. It shouldn't even be a free throw. The 76ers should just be getting the ball. Like, seriously. Here we go. Move on. Harris with the ball here. Gets over to Lowry. Lowry setting up the offense here. Guarded by Bridges. Lowry going to his right. Lowry finds Harris. Harris working in the corner. Harris going to drive. Harris going to pull up and fade away on this 1 for 2, and it's good for Tobias Harris. There you go, Toby. Way to pick it up. Here we go. Bridges bring the ball down the floor here for the Brooklyn Nets. Bridges going to his right. Bridges going to put it up for 2. Swirls the iron and misses it. And it's rebounded by Bamba. And here come the Sixers. Puts it in the hands of Kyle Lowry. Lowry coming around the screen. Going to his left. Kicks it out to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre going to put it up for 2. And driving up the baseline is Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Great start for the road team. Bridges with the ball here for the Nets. Gets it over to Claxton, who gets it over to Cameron Johnson. Johnson going to pull up on this 1 for 2 and banks it home off the window. Tough shot right there from Cameron Johnson. Oubre with the ball here for the 76ers. Oubre kicks it over to Bamba. Gets it over to Oubre. And an offensive foul. This is wonderful. They really call an offensive foul on Mo Bamba? Where? Where? Actually, no, they called it an offensive foul on Kyle Lowry. I thought they called it on Mo Bamba, I thought they said. Anyway, back to your game action here. Bridges with the ball, kicks out to number 22 for 3 and misses it. That's Jalen Wilson. 76ers do get the defensive rebound. Lowry with the ball, lobs up to Harris. Harris going to wait for his opportunity. Harris backing in against Bridges. Darts it down to Lowry, out to Oubre, launching a 3. Hits off the iron, can't get it going. It's rebounded by Claxton. Now into the hands of Bridges. Bridges is going to take it down the floor. Gets over to Lonnie Walker, who oops it up to Nick Claxton. Are you serious? And now they just called Kyle Lowry for a travel. Are you kidding me? Yeah, get Kyle Lowry out of this game for a while, dude. Like, this is ridiculous already. Man's already got 2 fouls. Has turned the ball over 3 times. Like, give me a break, dude. Put him on the bench. Let's go. Here we go. Bridges to inbound. Gets it into Lonnie Walker. Or, not Lonnie Walker. Number 4, Jalen Wilson, who gets it over to Lonnie Walker now. Gets over to Bridges. Bridges going to find Lonnie Walker. Walker going to take it on the inside. Walker going to wait. Finds Finney Smith. Finney Smith going to work in the paint, and of course he gets it to go. That's Dorian Finney-Smith for you. Bullying his way in the paint, using his height to his advantage. Here we go. Payne with the ball. Gets it over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre going to go off the window and not even close for Kelly Oubre. Like, what is this? Finney-Smith with the ball. Gets over to Lonnie Walker. Walker going to drive. Walker up off the window. Puts it in and one. Are you serious? Or not Lonnie Walker. Is it Jalen Smith? Or Dennis Smith Jr. That's right. I forgot they had him. And a timeout called by your 76ers here. After a great start to the game, they are not able to pick things up here. Got a foul here on Kelly Oubre, so the Brooklyn Nets with an opportunity here to take the lead coming out of the timeout. But yeah, guys, after that great start by the road team, Philadelphia 76ers, just like that, they can't pick things up here as we're all tied up at 17 points apiece. And now Brooklyn with a chance to take a 1-point lead with the free throw here coming out of the timeout by Dennis Smith. How quickly this game changes, just like that. Just like that. How quickly the game changes. It's not even the shooting. Like, the shooting's not bad overall from the Sixers. I mean, they're shooting the ball 70% from the field and 75% from 3. 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point range. It's not like they're shooting the ball that bad. It's just that they have to start playing a lick of defense here. Like, you're not going to win games if you don't play any defense. It's just how it is. Like, I'm sorry. You're not winning games if you don't play defense in this league. There are no gimmies in the NBA. Let's just be honest here. So Dennis Smith Jr. here should get a free throw here at the line. Should get a free throw. And he will. With 5:21 left to go here in the first, the game is tied at 17 for the moment, and it'll stay tied at 17 as Dennis Smith Jr. misses the free throw. Brooklyn Nets on an 8-0 run in the past minute 55. Cameron Payne with the ball gets over to Tobias Harris. Back to Payne. Payne going to find Reed. Reed gets it over to Harris. Harris battling here against Dennis Smith. Harris going to fade away on this one for two. Swirls the iron, misses it, but Paul Reed coming out the mud, gets that offensive rebound, and gets it to go for the putback. There we go. Dennis Smith Jr. with the ball. Gets it over to Dorian Finney-Smith, who finds his man, Lonnie Walker, for three, and it's cash money for Lonnie Walker. Very scrappy role player here for this Brooklyn Nets team. As Harris with the ball gets it over to Oubre, over to Reed, over to Batum, over to Harris, over to Payne in the corner. Payne going to float it up for two, and a tough shot from Cameron Payne. As these shots constantly go back and forth. Dennis Smith here with the ball here for the Nets. Flips it out to Finney-Smith for three and hits it. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. Letting all these guys launch threes. As Cameron Payne with the ball gets over to Oubre, back to Payne, over to Harris, over to Batum. Batum can't find Tobias, but we do have a kickball violation here against Mikal Bridges. In terms of lineup changes here, Trenton Watford for the Brooklyn Nets enters the game to replace Lonnie Walker. Nothing for the Sixers. Harris with the ball here, inbounds it to Reed. Reed gets it to Batum. Batum gets over to Harris, launching a three. A little too strong off the iron and misses it. And it's rebounded here by Bridges, and here come the Nets. Bridges with inside 4 to go. Bridges puts it up off the window, can't get it. And it's rebounded by Oubre. In the hands of Harris. Harris stood in the paint for a little bit, but goes back to the outside of it. Harris pump fakes. Harris looking, launches it out to Payne. Payne going to his left. Payne guarded by Finney-Smith, finds Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre trying to put it up and gets denied at the rim. Gets denied at the rim by Brooklyn. Looks like that was probably Trenton Watford. Did he come through? Yeah, he did. Holy cow. That was actually a really nice block by Trenton Watford. Watford. I don't know how his name is pronounced, honestly. Here we go. 3:10 left to go here in the first. Brooklyn leads at 23-21. Finney-Smith with the ball here. Gets it over to Wilson. Gets it over to that's Trenton Watford. Can't get it to fall. But it's Finney-Smith kicking it out to 22 for three. Can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Oubre. In the hands of Payne, over to Harris. Harris going to kick it out to Oubre. Oubre loses the ball. Picking it up is Harris. Payne going to launch a three. Hits off the back of the iron and misses. It's going to be rebounded here by Jalen Wilson. Wilson finds Finney-Smith. Gets it over to Dennis Smith. Dennis Smith going to his right. Dennis Smith guarded by Harris. Going back to the left. Dennis Smith finding his man 22. Gets it back over to Dennis Smith. Launching the three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Cameron Payne. And here come the Sixers. Lobs up to Reed. Reed deals with the double team. Puts it up. Can't get to fall, but a foul is called on Dennis Smith Jr. A lot of Smiths here. We got Dorian Finney-Smith, and we got Dennis Smith. We got all the Smiths in the building. As Batum finds Kelly Oubre for the hoop and the harm, and Kelly Oubre will go to the line here for one more off the inbound. Looks like the foul is going to be called here against Lonnie Walker, allowing Kelly Oubre to go to the line for one more. Free throw for Oubre is no good. Come on, Kelly, you need to hit that. You need to hit your free throws, Kelly. Come on. Way better than that, dude. Pick it up. Schroeder with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Drives, works in the paint, kicks it out to his man, Watford, kicking it out to Lonnie Walker for three. Can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Oubre. Here come the Sixers. He finds Harris. Harris going to launch a three over Walker, and he puts it in. Tough basket right there from Tobias Harris over Lonnie Walker. Schroeder with the pass here. Gets over to Cam Johnson. Out to Watford. Over to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder try to get it out there to Lonnie Walker. And Lonnie Walker will foul Batum on the steal. And changes are coming here once again for the 76ers as Kyle Lowry will re-enter the game here to replace Cameron Payne. They have somebody else coming in here to replace Paul Reed, and that is going to be Buddy Hield. Inbound passes in here. Lowry with the ball here off the inbound. Lowry bringing it down the floor. Lowry guarded by Claxton. Gets it over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Puts it up for two. Can't hit it, but is fouled. Let's go. Foul's called on Cameron Johnson. That'll be number one here on Cameron Johnson. Foul number one against the veteran. First one to the line for Kelly Oubre is good. And lineup changes being made for the Brooklyn Nets once again. Mikal Bridges enters the game to replace Lonnie Walker IV. And Keita Bates-Diop enters the game to replace Cameron Johnson. Kelly Oubre with the second free throw attempt as the Sixers are in the bonus, and he puts it up and through. Let's go. Now they'll bring it down the floor here with Lonnie Walker. The Brooklyn Nets will. 20-23 is your score in favor of your 76ers. Schroeder tries to get it out there to his man Keita Bates-Diop, and that is denied as he could not handle the ball on the pass. Here we go. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers, and a crucial turnover as he tried to get it out there to Kyle Lowry, but couldn't do so. As he just threw the ball straight out of bounds, and Kyle Lowry was not seeing that coming. Now Schroeder with the ball. Gets over to Claxton. Claxton guarded by Harris. Claxton gets it out there to Bridges. Bridges coming on the inside. Bridges lobbing it up. Gets denied. But the rebound picked up here by Brooklyn. 3, 2, just got to launch a shot. Hits the backboard, and it's a shot clock violation as that did not hit the ring to reset it. So now the 76ers will take over. Kyle Lowry receiving the inbound. Under 30 seconds left to go here in the first. 76ers still lead by 5, 28-23. Lowry bringing it down the floor. About 4 seconds separating shot and game clock. Lowry gets it over to Oubre. Oubre standing at the right wing. Oubre going to drive. Oubre puts it up, lays it with the finger roll and puts it in. Tough basket right there from Kelly Oubre. And Watford has that Shot denied by Batum. Puts up one last time. Can't get it to fall. And that is how the first quarter comes to a close. Where your Philadelphia 76ers, after a great start to the quarter, got a little rusty later on, but now seem to get back in a little bit of rhythm as they lead the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the first quarter with a score of 30-23 as we head on to the second quarter and the next 12 minutes here of this game. So here is your score, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter. Your 76ers taking a nice 7-point lead here. The shorthanded 76ers at that, taking a nice lead here against this Brooklyn Nets team. Brooklyn's missing players, but the 76ers are missing more key players than Brooklyn is. Believe it or not, ladies and gents, Kelly Oubre is the leading scorer for the team right now with 8 points off the bench, as well as 3 boards and an assist. Then you got Tobias Harris and Cameron Payne with 5 points apiece. Then Mo Bamba with 4. Then Kyle Lowry and Buddy Hield with 3 points each. And then Paul Reed with 2 points off the bench. Leading the way for the Brooklyn Nets so far is Cameron Johnson. Then 5 points each by Dorian Finney-Smith and Mikal Bridges. And then 2 points each put up by Nick Claxton and Dennis Smith Jr. And 3 points put up by Lonnie Walker IV. My guy JB, what's going on, Jeff? Appreciate you coming through, my guy. Salutations, my good sir. Appreciate you coming through and stopping by into the stream, Jeff. If you like what I've not done so, Jeff, appreciate you coming through the stream. And once again, my guy, salutations. Great start here for your Philadelphia 76ers early on. Can they keep it up going into the second quarter? As the second quarter is underway. And Lowry oops it up to KJ Martin, but KJ Martin can't finish at the basket here as the second quarter is just getting underway. Schroeder, however, loses the ball against KJ Martin, and Kyle Lowry picks it up, puts it in the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield finds Oubre, gets it out there to Lowry. Lowry going to his right, gets it over to Hield. Hield going to drive. Hield going to fade away and has that blocked by Watford. Watford going to bring it down the floor. Now puts it in the hands of Schroeder. Now puts it over to Watford. Watford looking for an option. Puts it out there for Mikal Bridges. Bridges, I think, has yet to sit down as it's down in the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder finds his man, Wilson, who puts it over to Watford. Watford puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Batum into the hands of Lowry. Here come the Sixers. Lowry launching a 3. Bingo for Kyle Lowry. That's how you make a statement right there off the bench after a slow start with 2 fouls and 3 turnovers. Big statement right there from Kyle Lowry. As Dennis Schroeder with the ball is going to be fouled. Don't call this foul on Kyle Lowry because we need Kyle Lowry as much as possible. They called the foul against Nico Batum. But a line change being here as Cameron Johnson will enter the game to replace Trendon Watford. Here we go. Dennis Schroeder here after the inbound. Schroeder going to drive to the basket, tries to put it up for 2. Can't get it to go. And Dennis Schroeder will go to the free throw line here, shoot 2 free throws as the foul is going to be called here against KJ Martin. First one of the line here for Dennis Schroeder is good. And making his 76ers debut for the first time in a 76ers uniform is Jeff Doughton Jr., who the 76ers did recently just pick up on a 10-day contract. So they shall see what he can provide for this team in a 76ers uniform just for the next couple games. Second one at the line is no good for Dennis Schroeder, but the Brooklyn Nets come away with their own offensive rebound. The shot is put up here for Brooklyn by Cameron Johnson, and they miss it. And it's rebounding here by Kelly Oubre into the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield finds Martin. Back to Hield over to Martin. And Martin's going to float it up and in with the finger roll. Big time shot right there by KJ Martin. Here we go. Schroeder with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges going to his right here. Guarded by Jeff Doughton. Kicks it out. So I do believe that's Jalen Wilson for three. Can't hit it. The ball will roll out of bounds, and it will be 76ers basketball. Let's go. Great defense put by the 76ers so far in this first half. Clutch defensive stop by your 76ers. Let's go. Here we go. Jeff Doughton Jr. here with the ball here. Number 11 here in blue. Gets it over to KJ Martin. KJ Martin finds Oubre. Oubre gets out to Hield. Hield launching one from the wing, and he puts it in. Tough shot right there from Buddy Hield standing at the wing. And a timeout called here once again. By Kevin Ollie. Kevin Ollie wants a timeout, wants to talk things over with his team. Let's go. My guy, Brian Rowe, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Says we need a Kyle Lowry type of game who spreads the ball around the floor and guards Dennis Schroeder, and Jeff Doughton Jr. needs more defensive stops on the perimeter. Hey, I agree with that, Ryan Rowe. But to be fair, though, about Jeff Doughton Jr., my guy, he's making his debut, and he's a guy that really does not get a lot of playing time if he is in the NBA. But if he's down in the minor league, which he's only on a 10-day, so he might as well be on the active roster, even though he's not on a standard contract. So to be fair about Jeff Doughton, he's just kind of getting a little warmed up, you know. But hey, Ryan Rowe, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Giving your thoughts down below in the chat. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Let's see how many likes we got here. Refresh this page. We have 5 likes so far. Guys, hit the like button and share out this stream with everybody that you might know that might be interested in this type of content. You guys, also, as it says up in the pinned comment, up in the top of the chat, go ahead and check out both our sponsors, The Score and Tempin Toolkit, as both links are down below in the description of this live stream. Be sure to go ahead and check both of those out if you guys are interested. But a great start here to the second quarter for your 76ers, especially defensively, as they've held the Brooklyn Nets here to a singular point. They've held them to a singular point here in the second quarter so far. Schroeder with the ball gets over to Wilson, over to Watford, who puts it up for 2, can't hit it. Rebounded by Batum, puts it in the hands of Lowry. Never mind, they're just showing a defensive play of the game. Here we go. Lonnie Walker with the ball, going to his right. Tries to flip it out there, and the Brooklyn Nets are not doing anything right now. Not moving the ball anywhere. And Kevin Ollie, man, I don't know what you told these guys, but these guys are not paying attention to you. as Buddy Hield with the ball. Gets it over to Jeff Doughton. Doughton gets it over to Lowry. Launches a three. Too strong as it goes off the back of the iron and misses. And it's rebounded here by Wilson, I do believe. Gets it over to Lonnie Walker. Walker with the ball going to his right. No field goals for the Brooklyn Nets in over 7 minutes. Schroeder gets over to Claxton, back to Schroeder. Schroeder gets it over to his man, Lonnie Walker, dancing, spinning, fading away on this one for two. Can't get it to fall. Watford cleaning up the mess on aisle 5. And for the first time in over 7 minutes, the Brooklyn Nets finally come away with a field goal. Buddy Hield with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Lowry, back to Hield. Hield going to drive, laid up off the window, can't get it to go. KJ Martin, though, hustling for the rebound, but throws it right to Lonnie Walker. The pass is taken away and intercepted. Lonnie Walker kicking out to Schroeder. Schroeder dancing. Schroeder going to drive, kick it out to Wilson. Wilson up the baseline. Wilson kicking it out to his man Dennis Smith, out to Lonnie Walker for three. And it's cash money here for Lonnie Walker. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball here. Bring it down the floor. Lowry guarded by Nick Claxton. Lowry going to his left. Finds Hield. Hield back to Lowry, out to Oubre. Oubre going to launch a three. Bingo from Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre continues to stay aggressive off the bench. This is the Kelly Oubre I know right here that I'm seeing off the bench right now. 11 points off the bench. That's what I like to see from one of my role players. Lonnie Walker with the ball. Gets it over to Wilson, over to Schroeder. Schroeder going to his right. Schroeder dancing. Finds Claxton, and Claxton's going to throw it down. My goodness gracious. Here we go. Jeff Doughton bringing the ball down the floor. Doughton looking for options. Kicks it out to Oubre. Oubre going to launch another three. Swirls the iron and misses it. And it's rebounded here by Brooklyn into the hands of Dennis Smith. Smith with the ball going to his left. Tries to oop it up to Claxton. That's denied. Here come the Sixers. Down on the pass to Martin. And Martin's going to throw it down with that two-handed tomahawk. Schroeder here with the ball here for the Nets. Gets it over here to his man, Wilson, and he puts it up and puts it in. Big time shot right there from Jalen Wilson. Because boy, did the Brooklyn Nets ever need it. Here we go. Buddy Hield with the ball. Going to his right. Hield dancing. Hield looking. Going to his left. Hield finds his man. It's Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to launch a three. Leaves it short. And it's rebounded here by Claxton. Into the hands of Walker. Walker going to drive. Now going to get some separation as he puts the shot up. Can't get it to fall. Oubre puts it out there for Lowry. Lowry can't handle the loose ball, but it's picked up here by Brooklyn, and Claxton's going to throw it down. And one coming for Nicholas Claxton. Nobody comes away here with a rebound defensively here for Philly. But Claxton comes away with 2 points and has an opportunity here for one more. Players coming back in for both teams. For the 76ers, coming back in is Tobias Harris for KJ Martin, Nico Batum for Kyle Lowry, and Mo Bamba for Kelly Oubre. And for the Brooklyn Nets, coming back in is Dorian Finney-Smith for Jalen Wilson and Mikal Bridges for Lonnie Walker. Or rather, it's going to be Mikal Bridges for Dennis Schroeder. And the free throw put up by Claxton is good. So down to a 7-point game. Here go the Sixers as they'll bring it down the floor here with their new man, Jeff Doughton, who gets it over to Buddy Hield, over to Doughton. Doughton looking for options here. Doughton going to drive. Doughton going to kick it out to Batum. Launching a three from the wing, can't hit it. And it's rebounded here by Bridges. Putting it into the hands of Dennis Smith, who gets it over to Claxton, puts it up for two, can't hit it. And a foul's going to be called here against Mo Bamba, who continues to put his hand up in despair. So now Nick Claxton will get 2 free throws at the line. Chance to make it a 5-point game. First one at the line is good for Nick Claxton. The Sixers team needs to pick it up in terms of offense and defense here. Brooklyn's getting on a little bit of a run here. Can't be doing this now. Second one at the line is also good for Nick Claxton. Batum to inbound. The inbounds it to Dowden. Dowden still bringing it down the floor. Dowden going to his left, using the handles. Dowden loses the ball. And now it's picked up by Dennis Smith. Smith launching out to Finney Smith for 3. Can't hit it off the back of the iron. And it's rebounded by Harris, who darts it down to Hield. Hield loses the ball but picks it up. Hield gets it out there to Harris. Harris going to launch a 3, and it's too strong off the back. Rebounded here by Brooklyn. Bridges with the ball. Gets it over to Lonnie Walker. Over to Claxton. Back to Walker. Walker staying in the paint. Fading away on this one for 2, and it is cash money for Lonnie Walker. And Nick Nurse will call a timeout. Talk things over with his team. He's not liking what he's saying in terms of the way this second quarter is going after the way it started. After the way this second quarter started, Nick Nurse is really not liking what he's seeing right now from his team after the start that they had, and now the Brooklyn Nets recovered. What will Nick Nurse tell his team to do in terms of adjustments? What will he tell his team to do? We shall see. But still, despite the off-type second quarter here from your 76ers after their fast start to the second quarter, they're still hanging on to the lead, though, which is good news for them. But what's the team going to do without Kelly Oubre in the game being the leading scorer off the bench? What's going to happen here? 76ers are still shooting the ball well. Shooting the ball 53% from 53.1% from the field and 46.7% from 3. And as for the Brooklyn Nets, they're shooting the ball 39.5% from the field and 29.4% from 3. Feels like I'm watching the 76ers on a bad shooting night based on when I'm looking at Brooklyn's stats right now. Still, as of right now from the 76ers, they're not getting what they wanted here in the second quarter, as Brooklyn is just starting to catch on. Despite a great start to the game here from Kelly Oubre off the bench, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. 11 points is a game high in the first half, I do believe, for Kelly Oubre. As you see the ball movement here from 76ers, it's been great to set up looks here for Kelly Oubre, which is the reason why he's been so dominant based on the looks that he's been getting in many different spots on the floor. What will the team be able to do without Kelly Oubre in order to stay in front? We shall see. 43-40 your score. Less than 4:40 left to go here in the first half. Pass is inbounding here to Buddy Hield over to Batum. Finds Cameron Payne. Payne finds Hield, launching a three. And Hield can't get it to go, but Buddy Hield is going to the charity stripe to shoot three. Foul is called here against Mikal Bridges. Buddy Hield to shoot 3 free throws since the shot was from 3-point range. The first one is good for Buddy Hield. Second one at the line, also good for Buddy Hield. Let's go. Come on, stretch this lead a little bit here. Let's go. Stretch this lead. Third one at the line is good as well for Buddy Hield, so he will go 3 of 3 from the free throw line here on this trip. Now here come the Brooklyn Nets looking to respond. As Dennis Smith gets over to Bridges, over to Watford, back to Bridges. Bridges tries to find Finney-Smith, and that is intercepted by Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball, bring it down the floor, finds Hield, back to Payne. Payne back to Hield. Hield standing at the wing. Hield over Dennis Smith, launches a three and shortens it. And it's rebounded here by Watford, who gets it out there to Lonnie Walker, out to Smith. Back to Walker, launching a three, and it's cash money from Lonnie Walker. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on. What is with these turnovers? Cameron Payne with the ball here for the Sixers, and that is taken away and stolen. And Dennis Smith is going to lay it up and off the window and put it in. Come on, man. What are we doing right now? Now's not the time to be turning the ball over. Harris with the ball, loses it, gets it back, gets it out there to Hield. Hield looking for options. The behind-the-back pass to Batum was nearly turned over again. But it's picked up by Payne into the hands of Batum, over to Harris. Harris kicks it out there to Payne. Payne going to launch a three, and it's too strong. Paul Reed deflects it away from Finney-Smith. But it will not matter, as it's going to stay with Brooklyn. Kyle Lowry will also enter the game here for the 76ers to replace Buddy Hield. Three minutes left to go here in the first half. The 76ers lead the Brooklyn Nets 46-45. Watford puts the shot up for two, can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Harris. And here come the Sixers. Harris with the ball. Harris looking for options. Harris going to drive. Harris going to put it up for two, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Big-time shot. Let's go, Toby. That was a big-time shot right there when we needed to increase the lead. Let's go. Dennis Smith Jr. here with the ball for the Nets. Dennis Smith Jr. looking for options. Finds his man. It's Lonnie Walker. Walker looking for options. Guarded by Reed. Walker going to put it up for two. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Harris. Here come the Sixers. Harris with the ball. Kicks out to Batum, over to Lowry. Lowry dancing around. Looking for an option. Still dancing. Lowry finds his man Harris. Harris looking for options. Loses the ball, but it's going to stay with Philadelphia. And Dennis Schroeder to check back in to replace Dennis Smith. But come on, Sixers. We need another shot to go up and in here. Let's go. Harris with the ball to inbound. Inbounds it to Paul Reed. Gets it over to Batum. Batum finds Harris. Harris pump fakes. Puts up the layup. Can't get to go as it swirls around the iron and misses. And it's rebounded here by Trendon Watford. Schroeder going to launch a three. And Schroeder will be fouled here in shooting motion. And will head to the charity stripe. Looks like to shoot 3 free throws. And also with an opportunity to tie this game. At least I'm pretty sure he's getting 3 and not 2. We have a debate here between Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Lowry having a word amongst one another. And Cameron Payne telling him to back off a little bit before he gets. Cameron Payne telling his man Kyle Lowry to back off a little bit. And the double conversation back and forth. It looks like in addition to these free throws being attempted here by Dennis Schroeder, we did have a double technical foul called on both Kyle Lowry and Dennis Schroeder. So those will offset, and the free throws will just stand for Dennis Schroeder as the first two are up and through, and Jalen Wilson will enter the game here to replace Lonnie Walker. Third and final free throw here from Dennis Schroeder is up and in. So the game is all tied up here at 48 points apiece, just like that. Minute 40 left to go here in the first half. Harris with the ball, gets it over to Batum. Batum launches out there to Reed. Reed standing in the corner. Reed gonna drive. Reed dancing, puts it up for two, just up for grabs. And won't get it to go, but the foul's gonna be called on Trendon Watford. '76 was looking for a lead here at the free throw line. First one of the line is no good from Paul Reed. Come on, Paul, you got to pick that up. Got to make that, Paul Reed. Second one of the line for Paul Reed is good this time. Thank you. Thank you. Could have done that the first time, Paul. Hey, way to rebound, though. Let's go. And the ball is stripped and loose off of Schroeder. It was Reed coming away with a steal. Now picked up by Payne in the hands of Reed. Reed going to find Harris. Harris lost it for the moment, but gets it back. Harris puts it up for two, puts it in. Tough layup right there from Tobias Harris. And now it's Finney-Smith with the ball. Finney-Smith finds Schroeder. Schroeder spinning. Less than a minute left to go in the half. Schroeder puts it up. Tough layup. Puts it in. Tough layup right there from Dennis Schroeder. Here we go. Tobias Harris with the ball. Gets over to Reed. Reed tries to flip it back to Harris. But Harris did receive contact. And they did call it a personal foul, but I think Brooklyn might be out of fouls to give here in the first half. So it might be it's going to be two free throws coming here for Tobias Harris, despite it being a personal foul here against Dennis Schroeder. First one of the line is up and good for Tobias Harris. Also, changes being made here for both teams. For the Brooklyn Nets, the only change being made is that Lonnie Walker will enter the game to replace Trendon Watford. And then for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre will replace Kyle Lowry, and KJ Martin will replace B-Ball Paul Reed. Second free throw for Tobias Harris. Bounces all over the iron and misses. And it's picked up here by Brooklyn. Here come the Nets now. Dennis Schroeder with the ball. Left all alone. Launching a three and hits it. Why are we watching Dennis Schroeder? Why are we watching him? Payne trying to respond with the three. Can't hit it. Rebounded by KJ Martin into the hands of Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre going to lose the ball. He's going to stay with Philadelphia, as Dennis Schroeder was the man to block Kelly Oubre's driving layup. And also, Nick Claxton will also enter the game to replace Lonnie Walker IV. Emil has Zim from Payne to Batum, back to Payne for three, and Payne hits another. Big shot by Cameron Payne for a 2-point lead here from the Sixers. Schroeder with the ball, looking for options. Schroeder guarded by KJ Martin. Schroeder still dancing. Schroeder looking, dancing for dear life. Kicks out to Bridges, wide open in the corner for three. And why are you letting him do that? Why are you letting Mikal Bridges get wide open in the corner for three? And Cameron Payne will be fouled. Looks like in shooting motion as well. This should be 2 free throws coming here for Cameron Payne. Because I do believe that Brooklyn is out of fouls to give here in the first half, so I think that's just turning into 2 free throws here for Cameron Payne. I'm pretty sure. And yes, I am correct by stating that, as Cameron Payne will get 2 free throws here at the line. First one to the line for Cameron Payne is good. Let's go. We need a lead here, C. Payne. Let's go. Second one on the line for Cameron Payne is good as well. Let's go. Way to make the free throws, Cameron Payne. Let's go. Finney Smith going to lose the ball. Cameron Payne with one last shot. Just barely came up short as he came away with a steal. But that will take us to the end of the first half, where the Brooklyn Nets still down to the Philadelphia 76ers, but only trailing by 1 after outscoring Philadelphia in the second quarter, 33-27. The entire first half was favored up by your Philadelphia 76ers, though, but they only lead the Brooklyn Nets by 1. Can Brooklyn overcome this deficit and take the lead here in the second half? We shall see, but for the moment, it is your 76ers with 57 and the Brooklyn Nets with 56, as ladies and gents, on that note, we have approached halftime. So there you go, guys. There is your score at the end of the first half. And on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and go over the box score here at the end of the first half. Then we'll go ahead and take the half and the team stats. Then we'll go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do. So starting it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers, Kelly Oubre off the bench leads the way for the team so far at the end of the first half. Finishing the first half with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then following that up in the starting 5 is Tobias Harris, who ends off the first half with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. And Cameron Payne following it up with 10 points, a rebound, and a steal. And following it up after that performance is Buddy Hield, who ends off the first half with 9 points and 2 assists. And staying in the starting 5 where Kyle Lowry finishes the first half with 6 points, a rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. Then also following that up for the team is Mo Bamba, who finishes the first half with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Then back off the bench here where KJ Martin finishes the first half off the bench with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers is Paul Reed, who finishes the first half with 3 points, a rebound, and an assist, as well as a steal to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the Brooklyn Nets side now, as Lonnie Walker IV off the bench surprisingly leads the way here for Brooklyn. Off the bench especially, but leads the way here for the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the first half with 11 points and a rebound as well as a steal. Then following that up here for the Brooklyn Nets is Dennis Schroeder, who ends off the first half with 9 points, a rebound, and 3 assists as well as a block. And then following that up here for the Brooklyn Nets is Nick Claxton, who ends off the first half with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And following up in the starting 5 is Mikal Bridges, who ends off the first half with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. And staying in the starting 5, where you have Cameron Johnson ending off the first half with 6 points and a rebound. And following up in the starting 5 as well is Dorian Finney-Smith, who ends off the first half with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Then off the bench here, trying to remember the dude's name, Jalen Wilson. But anyway, you have Jalen Wilson at the end of the first half, finishing it up with 4 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. And rounding it off here for the Brooklyn Nets side is Dennis Smith Jr., who finishes off the first half with 4 points, a rebound, 5 assists, and 2 steals to end off the first half stats here for the Brooklyn Nets. Now over to the team stats now, as the Philadelphia 76ers overall from the field are currently shooting the ball at a percentage of 50%. To the Brooklyn Nets, 44.4%. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 42.1% from three-point range. To the Brooklyn Nets, 40%. The Brooklyn Nets are currently shooting the ball 80% from the free throw line. To the Philadelphia 76ers, 75%. The Brooklyn Nets overall are out-rebounding the 76ers overall at the end of the first half, and same when it comes to the offensive rebounds, 8-4 in favor of Brooklyn. In terms of assists, also goes in the Brooklyn Nets' favor, 13-12. Steals, however, goes in the 76ers' favor, 4-3. Blocks goes in the Brooklyn Nets' favor, 3-1. Total turnovers goes up in the 76ers' favor, 8-7. Points in the paint goes in the Brooklyn Nets' favor, 24-22. And a total of 18 personal fouls called at the end of that first half. 10 fouls called on the Philadelphia 76ers, one of them being a technical. And then 8 fouls called on the Brooklyn Nets, and also one of them being a technical. And ladies and gents, on that note, that's how the first half stats come to an end here in this one. We're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here, like we always do. Y'all pretty much know the drill here, ladies and gents. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do. In order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets here in this Eastern Conference matchup. And ladies and gents, on that note, I will see y'all back here for the second half. All right, guys, I am back here ready to go for the second half. Second half is about to get underway here in Brooklyn. We welcome you guys back here to the second half as the Philadelphia 76ers just barely lead the Brooklyn Nets going into the third frame of this game, 57-56, as the third set of 12 minutes are underway here, and we are underway here in the second half. Cameron Payne with the ball gets it over to Buddy Hield, over to Kyle Lowry. An early foul here against, looks like Brooklyn. Specifically, I was going to be called early on against Nick Claxton. And on the inbound, we have an offensive foul here against Mo Bamba. So Mo Bamba's now going to be turning the ball over for the Sixers. So very awkward start to the second half as Schroeder kicks it out. Finds his man, Finney Smith, gets it over to Bridges, who has that blocked by Bamba. Here come the Sixers as Harris comes through. And Harris is called for the foul as he steps out of bounds. Here we go. 57-56 still. Just over 30 seconds into the second half. Lonnie Walker with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets, and he lays it up and lays it in. And Brooklyn, just like that, will take the lead right back against the Sixers. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. Finds Hield. Gets it over to Lowry. Lowry going to his left. Cutting. Kicking it out to Payne. Payne with a sidestep three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded here by Mikal Bridges. In the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder finds his man. It's Dorian Finney-Smith. Or rather, not Finney-Smith. It's Claxton. Claxton finds Lonnie Walker. Walker gets over to Claxton, and Claxton's going to throw it down just like so. Bada bing, bada boom, and just like that, Brooklyn's got the lead by 3. Mo Bamba with the ball. Finds his man Kyle Lowry, who gets it over to Bamba. Bamba, the reverse layup, can't hit it. Come on, Bamba. Need to make that, dude. Got to make those. Shot up for 3 here. Swirls the iron from Brooklyn. We have a loose ball foul here called against Kyle Lowry. For Kyle Lowry's sake, that's going to be his 4th foul of the game, believe it or not. Schroeder with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets, puts the shot up and can't get to go, and it's rebounded by Buddy Hield. Here come the Sixers. Can they get something going here to start the second half? Harris with the ball, gets it over to Hield. Hield finds Lowry. Lowry kicks it out to Harris. Harris standing at the wing, now coming on the inside. Fades away on this one for 2, can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Bridges. Into the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder looking for options, finds his man, Bridges at the wing for 3, swirls the iron, and it's rebounded here by Buddy Hield. Here come the Sixers. Hield going to drive on the inside, lay it up, and denied by Claxton. In the hands of Lonnie Walker the 4th. Walker going to launch a 3, too strong off the back of the iron. And rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball, bringing it down the floor, finds Lowry back to Harris, running pick and roll. Harris with the ball, gets it to Bamba, working in the paint, puts it up for 2, can't hit it. I'm going to call a foul on the floor. That's what it's looking like here. Foul's called on the floor against Lonnie Walker the 4th. I got Eagles' big second half coming up. I hope so. Let's go. Buddy here with the ball, finds Kyle Lowry, who puts it up and in for 3. Thank you, Kyle Lowry. Bring some grit. Getting us started here in the second half, finally. Mikal Bridges with the ball. Gets over to Dennis Schroeder, who lays it up over Mo Bamba and puts it in. Tough basket right there from Brooklyn in response. Lowry with the ball now. Gets it over to Oubre. Out to Harris. Puts up a two. Can't hit. It swirls the iron again. Rebound here by the Nets. And here comes Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Kicks out to Finney-Smith. Launching a three, and it's good. Why are we letting Dorian Finney-Smith launch threes? And a timeout called here by Nick Nurse to talk to his team. Not liking what he's seeing right now at all from his squad. Not even 4 minutes in, and we have to see Nick Nurse talking to his team. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, guys, got to hope for a big second half coming up. Got to hope the 76ers can overcome some adversity here and beat this team. The regular season series is currently tied at 1 win apiece. The 76ers took the first game over the Brooklyn Nets 121-99 on November 19th of 2023. And then in game 2, the game that I was at against Brooklyn, the 76ers ended up losing that game to the Brooklyn Nets 136-121 back on February 3rd. So this game will determine who has a regular season series lead. Going into the last game of the regular season series on April 14th. We just got word from Bleacher Report saying that Cameron Johnson has an ankle sprain and will not return to tonight's game against the 76ers. So prayers up for Cameron Johnson. Hopefully everything's okay with him. Hoping for a speedy recovery. But it's time to get back to business here. It's time to wake up from our nightmare right now, because this is already a nightmare to the start of this second half. Second half is already driving me crazy, and we're not even 4 minutes in. Lonnie Walker IV, though, has been outstanding tonight as a role player. 13 points for Lonnie Walker, shooting the ball 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, and 2 rebounds to go with it. Here we go. Second quarter continues. Harris with the ball. Gets over to Hill. Finds Lowry. Launching a 3. And at this point, everybody's just jacking up threes at this point. Like, why are we just jacking up threes out here? Sure, we're going to drive, lay it up off the window, and put it in. Come on, guys. Where's the defense? Where's the defense and where's the offense at? Let's go. Had the lead at halftime. Like, what are we doing? Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Harris kicking out to Lowry. Lowry standing at logo land. Lowry looking for options. Finds his man Tobias Harris. Harris looking. Harris going to step back and fade and can't find it. Come on. Rebounding here by Lonnie Walker. Walker going to dance and find his man. Dennis Schroeder back to Walker. Walker going to drive. Going to float it up for 2. Can't find it. And it's rebounded by Tobias Harris. And here come the Sixers. Harris with the ball. Finds Lowry back to Harris. Harris going to find Bamba. Bamba going to pump fake and have that denied by Claxton. Brooklyn Nets will come away with the rebound. Finney-Smith with the ball. Finney-Smith gets it over to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Lowry, gets it over to Lonnie Walker. Walker driving against Mo Bamba, can't finish. And it's rebounded by Oubre. Here come the Sixers. Oubre with the ball, finds Harris. Harris staying on the outside, now gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield looking for an option. Past Lonnie Walker, going to drive. Hield going to lay it up. And he will be fouled here on the play by Lonnie Walker. So 2 free throws should be coming here for the young role player, Buddy Hield. And looks like changes are being made as well to both teams. 5 players out on the floor. After this first free throw, we will take a look at who is coming in for the team and who is going out. First free throw at the line is good for Buddy Hield. So coming into the game here for the Brooklyn Nets, Jalen Wilson will enter the game to replace Lonnie Walker. And Dennis Smith Jr. will enter the game to replace Dennis Schroeder. And then as for the 76ers side, Paul Reed will enter the game as well to replace Mo Bamba. Buddy Hield currently with 10 points right now on the night and make it 11 with the second free throw being made by the young role player Buddy Hield. Here we go. Here comes Brooklyn. Dennis Smith with the ball. Gets it over to Claxton. And Claxton's going to have an easy lane for the hoop and the horn. Way too easy right there from Claxton. I'm not sure where the defense was. The defense was in non-existence. We're all the way back on the playground. As Lowry with the ball. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield trying to find Paul Reed. Reed trying to fight for the ball. Looks like we got a jump ball here between Paul Reed. Is that Trenton Watford? I do believe so. As Nico Batum will also enter the game here to replace Buddy Hield. And they're just going to do a jump ball here at half court. Claxton and Reed's going to win it. Put it in the hands of Lowry, who launches a 3, and it's good for Kyle Lowry. Big time shot. Put the big boy pants on and don't say nothing. Here we go. Dennis Smith with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Smith with his options, finds his man. I believe that's Smith. It's the other Smith. Jalen Smith? I forget the name, but Bridges gets the pass over to Claxton, and Claxton's going to step out of bounds. Here we go. Sixers looking to respond again. Harris with the ball. Gets it over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Put it up for 2, and Oubre will be fouled, and it's going to be in shooting motion. Kelly Oubre to the line for 2. Let's go. This is big time. Come on, Sixers. Time to put the big boy pants on here. Let's go. Time to get the big boy pants on. Quit messing around here. Let's go. As Kyle Lowry has another usual, very common conference here with Dorian Finney-Smith this time. First free throw at the line is good for Kelly Oubre. Come on, Kelly Oubre. 2 for 2 right here. Let's go. Need every shot made possible. Come on. Second one at the line is no good for Kelly Oubre as the ball swirls the iron. Are you kidding me, Kelly? You need to make both your free throws. As Finney-Smith with the ball here, gets it over to his man, out to Bridges, over to Wilson. Gets it over to Bridges, and Bridges is going to throw it down. Bring it down the other end. Oubre with the ball, finds Reed. Reed spinning. Reed puts it up for 2, and Reed responds with some authority from 5 feet out. There we go, B-ball Paul. Way to drive in the paint. Come on. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third. Mikal Bridges puts the shot up and in, but a foul's going to be called here against Kelly Oubre. I didn't realize Keita Bates-Diop was in the game for Brooklyn. Shut up here by Bates, or rather not Bates-Diop. 22 is no good. Rebounding here by the Sixers. Lowry going to pump fake here for Philly. Lowry going to find his man, Kelly Oubre. Oubre going to find Harris. Harris finds Batum, and Batum comes through in the paint and puts it in the hole. That's his name, Jalen Wilson. That's his name. Speaking of which, Bridges with the ball, bring it down the floor, gets it over to Bates-Diop. Out to Wilson. Wilson going to put it up for two, can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Reed, who throws a touchdown pass to Kelly Oubre and puts it up and through the hole. Big time shot. 76ers putting the big boy pants on here to start this second half. And a timeout called here by Kevin Ollie to talk things over with this team. Big time moments right there from the Sixers when they mattered most. With 3:40 left to go in the third, the 76ers lead the Brooklyn Nets 72-71. Both teams so far scoring 15 points here in the third quarter. And ladies and gents, I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. And perfect timing as the game is coming right back on. 3:40 left to go here in the third. The 76ers lead the Brooklyn Nets 72-71. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Dennis Schroeder here with the ball on the off the inbound. Schroeder going to drive. Schroeder going to find his man, Keita Bates-Diop, and he's going to throw it down here for two. The Thunder's throw down from Keita Bates-Diop. Cameron Payne with the ball here. Gets it over to Oubre. Finds his man Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball. Standing at the top of the key against Bates-Diop. Harris going to drive. Pull up on this one from the mid-range, and Tobias Harris puts it in. Big shot right there from Toby. Shot was huge. This game is going back and forth amongst the two Eastern Conference rivals. Schroeder with the ball here. Gets it over to Lonnie Walker. Walker back over to Schroeder. Schroeder going to dance. Schroeder going to launch a high arcing triple that swirls the iron and misses. And it's rebounded here by Cameron Payne. Here comes Philadelphia as he finds Harris. Harris going to drive. Find Reed. Reed going to squeeze in between defenders. Can't finish the layup. And it's rebounded here by Keita Bates-Diop. Now the ball going to the hands of Trendon Watford, who gets it over to Schroeder, who puts it up off the window, can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Harris. Harris with the ball going to find Cameron Payne. Payne directing traffic, finds Oubre. Oubre back to Harris. Harris looking for an option, finds his man, Cameron Payne. Payne going to launch a three, and bullseye from Cameron Payne. Let's go. Big shot by C. Payne. I like that shot. That shot was big time. Schroeder with the ball, finds his man Watford, coming on the inside, puts it up for two and puts it in. Tough basket right there from, is it Trendon Watford? I forget. But anyway, Harris with the ball here for Brooklyn, for the 76ers. Harris going to kick it out to Batum, out to Oubre. Oubre going to launch a three. It's going to come up short. And Harris going to come away and clean up the mess here on aisle 5. And Lonnie Walker going to respond here with the layup here for Brooklyn. Here we go. Payne with the ball here. Gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris looking for options here. Harris dancing. Harris spinning. Harris going to find Payne. Payne up the baseline. Puts it up for two, and Payne puts it in. Let's go, C. Payne. And here we go. 35 seconds left here in the third. Lonnie Walker with the ball. And the clock will stop with 33.6 seconds left. Looks to be a foul on the floor here against Kelly Oubre. And that's exactly what it is. .6 seconds left. Nick Claxton to enter the game here to replace Keita Bates-Diop. Inbound passes in from Schroeder to Claxton. Claxton going to drive against Reed. Claxton coming on the inside, surrounded for dear life. And Paul Reed keeps the ball in play. As now it's Harris's turn as he gets it over to Cameron Payne. Payne going to stand at the logo and find Oubre. Oubre now at the logo, guarded by Lonnie Walker. Oubre going to drive. Oubre going to put it up, and the thunderous throwdown from Kelly Oubre Jr. 3.7 seconds left. The ball's going to go straight down the floor by Lonnie Walker, launching the three, and he banks it home. And what an end here to our third quarter. The game going back and forth constantly, but your 76ers are going to win the third quarter with the 26-24 scoring run here over the Brooklyn Nets, and will hold on to their overall lead over the Brooklyn Nets by a score of 83-80 as we head on to the final 12 minutes here of this game. The 76ers looking to pick up another road win here against a very familiar Eastern Conference rival. There you go, guys. There is your score going into the fourth quarter. My guy, Easy Up Controllers down, coming back into the chat saying we have to pull it together. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come out of here with this win, especially with the team being shorthanded. No Embiid, no Maxey. Got to finish the job without both of them. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, chat. Get pumped up in the chat. Let's go. Come on, chat. Let me hear you. Let me hear you out. Let's go. Says we can win this. Just hold on, Sixers. Absolutely. Let's go. Come on, chat. Let me hear you. Let's go. It's fourth quarter time. It's fourth quarter time. Let's go. It's fourth quarter time, guys. Let's go. Let me hear you guys in the chat. Let me know who's in here. Let me know who's up in here, chat. Let's go. And starting off the fourth quarter, we are having lineup changes being made. Mikal Bridges will enter the game to replace Trent and Watford for the Brooklyn Nets side. And then for the Philadelphia 76ers side, KJ Martin will enter the game to replace Tobias Harris. Kyle Lowry will enter the game to replace Cameron Payne. And Buddy Hield will enter the game here to replace Paul Reed to start the fourth quarter and the final quarter of this Eastern Conference matchup. Let's go. Let's go. And here we go. Your fourth quarter between these two teams is underway. As we already have a personal foul called here early on against Nico Batum. Only 9 seconds in here to the fourth quarter. 83-80 is your score. Inbound passes in here to Claxton. Claxton gets it over to Bridges. Bridges is going to drive. Bridges is going to fade away on the shot for two. Can't hit it. Rebounded by KJ Martin in the hands of Oubre. Oubre going to spin. Find Kyle Lowry over to Oubre. Oubre going to underhand pass it like he's rolling a bowling ball. And it looks like the ball is going to stay with Philadelphia. Very surprisingly. Buddy Hield to inbound. Puts it out there for Kyle Lowry. Lowry finds his man, Buddy Hield. Hield going to drive. Going to fade away on the shot for two and shortens it. It's rebounded by Claxton. Now into the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder going to get it over to Bridges. Bridges going to pump fake against two defenders. Finds Claxton. Foul's going to be called here against KJ Martin. We have a couple lineup changes here for the Brooklyn Nets. Dennis Smith Jr. will enter the game here to replace Jalen Wilson. And Dorian Finney-Smith will enter the game to replace Nicholas Claxton. So it seems like they're starting five right now. Or there are 5 players on the floor, I should say. Dennis Smith Jr., Lonnie Walker, Dennis Schroeder, Mikal Bridges, and Dorian Finney-Smith. So they're going a little small here. Finney-Smith with the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Gets it over to Dennis Smith, over to Lonnie Walker. Walker is going to be called for the travel, and you can't do that. Let's go. Great defense by the Sixers. Let's go here. Come on. Get this going. Here we go. Lowry with the ball. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. So far, the 76ers win the turnover battle 11-9. Lowry with the ball, going to pump fake. Lowry still pump faking. Finds Hield. Hield going to drive. Laid up off the window, and they gave him a wide open running lane. Schroeder here with the ball. Finds his man, Dennis Smith. Smith going to put it up for two. Can't get it to go, but Dorian Finney-Smith with the putback. Here we go. Buddy Hield with the ball. Gets over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry standing next to the logo of the Barclays Center. Gets over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre on the inside. Puts up in the paint and puts it in. Thank you, Kelly Oubre. Big time shot. Every shot counts. Let's go. Schroeder going to pump fake. Kick it out to Finney-Smith. Back to Schroeder. Puts it up and puts it in. This Brooklyn Nets team just won't go away. The Brooklyn Nets right now, they're currently getting antsy against the 76ers at this point. Here we go. Oubre with the ball here for the Sixers. Finds his man KJ Martin. And KJ Martin with the spinning dunk. Puts it up and puts it through. Let's go. Let's go, KJ Martin. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Schroeder with the ball here going to his right. Schroeder. Guarded by KJ Martin. Schroeder going to dance. Schroeder going to drive. Still dancing as Schroeder. Schroeder loses the ball but gets it back out to Bridges. Bridges receiving the double team. Now guarded by KJ Martin. Going to drive. Going to oop it. And it's going to be a shot clock violation here on Mikal Bridges. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Inbound passes in here. Kyle Lowry on the inbound. Lowry with it. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield guarded by Lonnie Walker. Hield going to kick it out to Oubre. Oubre from the wing for three, and Oubre with the hoop. Big shot by Kelly Oubre from three-point range. 8 of 14 is Kelly Oubre from the field, and 21 points for this man off the bench. Lonnie Walker with the ball. Gets it over to Bridges, who launches a three, and Bridges can't hit it, but Bridges is fouled. Looks like this will probably be a foul in shooting motion. Looks like Bridges will be sent to the free throw lines. The foul's going to be called on KJ Martin. I'm not even sure what we're challenging here. Like, why are we trying to waste a challenge? Let's go. Explain yourself, Nick Nurse. What are we wasting a challenge for? Please explain. Watch. They'll want to look at that call, and they'll probably leave it the same way. I'll guarantee it. They'll want to keep it the same way. It's really nice to see Kelly Oubre get back in his groove. Must have been working on his craft yesterday. So I'll tell you guys one thing. Kelly Oubre off the bench is becoming very lethal. It's becoming lethal at this point. '76ers currently up right now over the Brooklyn Nets, 92-84. 8:24 left to go here in the game. 76ers look to hold on. And looks like the play is going to stand, and the 76ers will lose their challenge. What do you know, man? Like, why is Nick Nurse challenging this for this nonsense? Like, seriously. or rather a flagrant foul, going to be called on KJ Martin. So it was originally a common foul. It was originally a common foul, and they just brought that up to a flagrant. And now 3 flagrant free throws, believe it or not, are coming here from Mikal Bridges, as the first 2 are good. Or rather, all 3 of them go through from Mikal. And they get the ball here for possession. Dennis Smith Jr. here to inbound. Smith inbounds it to Finney Smith. Finney Smith gets it over to Bridges. Bridges going to drive, kick it out to Finney Smith. Finney Smith going to find Claxton, who works on the paint but gets denied. And here come the Sixers as Lowry has the ball. Gets over to Batum. Batum finds Lowry. Lowry with 8 minutes left finds Oubre. Oubre going to fake. Oubre dancing. Oubre driving. Puts it up for 2 off the back of the iron and misses. And it's rebounded here by Claxton. Into the hands. Oh, I do believe this is Dennis Smith, who finds Finney Smith in the corner for 3, and it's cash money. Like, why is Dorian Finney-Smith out here shooting threes, dude? This is insane. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Kelly Oubre. Finds his man Buddy Hield shooting a 3. And an offensive foul called on Kelly Oubre. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, we got a game on our hands, folks. We have a game on our hands here. 92-90, under 7.5 minutes remaining. Four fouls for Kelly Oubre, but 21 points off the bench. Bridges a shot up for 2, can't get to go from the mid-range. And it's rebounded here by Kyle Lowry. And here come the Sixers. Lowry finds Batum. Batum gets it over to Harris. Harris fakes the pass. Harris dances. Finds Batum in the corner for 3. And Batum's not even remotely close. Rebounded here by Bridges. Bridges going to drive, and a foul's going to be called on Buddy Hield. And a timeout call here by Kevin Ollie to talk things over with his team. 6:46 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It is your 76ers still hanging on to this lead here over the Brooklyn Nets, 92-90. Brooklyn currently on a 10-9 scoring run here in the 4th quarter. Can the 76ers still find a way to pull this one out? Whether if it's a close one or if it ends up being the 76ers by a few more points, I'll take a win regardless. I don't care. But yeah, guys, this game is going to come down. This game is going to be one of those that just comes down to the wire. The cardiac Sixers are in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. My guy Charles Adderley, what's going on, Charles? Appreciate you coming through, my guys. This is BS Sports Channel. Good evening. Had an executive meeting at the office. My humble apologies. Hey, Charles, you are good, my guy. Appreciate you for showing up and pulling up. Better late than never, my guy. But appreciate you for coming through and hitting the like button as you already shown displaying the chat. Shout out to my guy, Charles Adderley, for coming through. Shows up better late than never with an executive meeting in his way. But hey, shout out to my guy, Charles Adderley, being up in the chat. Let's go. So let's go Sixers. Hey, man, hopefully we can pull out this win. 92-90 is your score right now, Charles, if you're wondering what the score is, if you do not know. Cameron Payne's done a really nice job tonight. 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting with 3 of 7 from three-point range and 3 rebounds. But he hasn't had even remotely close to a performance that Kelly Oubre has had tonight. Oubre's been the star player for the Sixers right now, and it shows based on the stats. NBA action's fantastic on a Tuesday night. Yes, sir. Let's go. Dennis Smith here to shoot 2 free throws at the line. First one at the line is no good. So the best Dennis Smith Jr. can do up to this point is put the Brooklyn Nets down by 1 because he only gets 2 free throw attempts from the line. Best he can do is make it a 1-point deficit for Brooklyn, and he does just that. 6:46 left to go. We have a 92-91 ball game. The Cardiac Sixers are in full effect. 6:40 left to go in the fourth. As Lowry has the ball. Lowry loses it, gets it back. Lowry puts it out there. Has the ball taken away by Brooklyn. But a foul's going to be called here against Nick Claxton. Claxton going to be called here for a personal foul. So, be an inbound pass here coming from Kyle Lowry. Here we go. Batum with the ball in the inbound from Lowry. Gets it over to Lowry. Finds Harris. Harris loses the ball. Gets it back. Harris backing in. Dancing. Fading away. Putting it up for 2. Can't hit it. It's rebounded here by Brooklyn. And here come the Nets. Schroeder directing traffic here on offense. Like he's the crossing guard on the streets. Schroeder puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. But he's going to the free throw line here, shoot 2 as the foul's going to be called against Cameron Payne. My goodness gracious. We're really having a cardiac game out here. Like, you got to be kidding me. Seriously, we're really having probably one of the biggest cardiac games of the year. First one of the line is good for Dennis Schroeder. Seriously, we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Second free throw at the line. Rims out for Dennis Schroeder. And the 76ers will pick it up. Here we go. Payne with the ball. Gets it over to Batum, over to Lowry. Lowry gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield going to drive. Lay it up off the window and misses it. And it's rebounded here by Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Dancing. Schroeder directing traffic. Finds Claxton. Claxton's going to throw it down and 1. Are you serious? Are you serious? You can't make this stuff up, dude. This is ridiculous. Get Kelly Oubre in this game. Let's go. Put your best shooters on the floor. Let's go here. Come on. Get Lowry out there. Get Payne out there. Honestly, get KJ Martin out there. Get Oubre out there. They know what. Put Paul Reed out there. I don't care. Put all your best shooters out there on the floor. As Kyle Lowry will be fouled here on the play. As he flexes his knee. Seems to be okay, though. Like, dude, this is getting ridiculous. Personal foul called here against Dennis Smith. Resulting in an inbound pass here. Harris with the ball. 2 inbound against Batum. Puts it up to Batum. Batum finds Lowry over to Harris. Harris finds Lowry. Lowry standing behind the three-point line. Now drives. Lowry pump fakes. Puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. Come on, Kyle Lowry. Drive to the basket. My goodness gracious. Dennis Schroeder losing the ball. And it will be a turnover here for Brooklyn. Payne with the ball, bringing it down the floor. Payne finds his option. Finds Batum back to Payne. Payne finds Oubre. Oubre going to work in the paint. Let's go, Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre wants to win. Let's go. Make a statement out here. Bridges here with the ball. Bridges going to drive. Bridges going to kick it out to Dennis Smith for 3. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Batum into the hands of Lowry. Lowry tries to put it back to Harris, and that was a bad pass by Kyle Lowry, as Dennis Smith will throw it down, and the Brooklyn Nets will take a 97-94 lead with just under 4.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Terrible decision right there by Kyle Lowry to pass it back to Harris. This one you can't even blame Tobias on. First of all, he wasn't even expecting the pass to come his way. And second of all, that's just a bad decision right there from Kyle Lowry. Like you can't throw the ball when you see somebody coming, making it look easier than swatting flies out here. Just can't do that. Today, even though this game's been stressful, though, shout out to my guy Charles Arley for dropping the positive vibes up in the chat. Like, share, invite, subscribe for each person who experienced BOC Sports Channel. Send the standards in the live stream broadcast on the YouTube social media platform. Yes, sir, let's go. Shout out to my guy Charles Arley for always showing support every stream. This is your outstanding contribution to the live stream broadcast tonight is greatly appreciated. Thanks for your value indeed. Yes, sir, let's go. Stay focused, absolutely. Let's get it. Down the wire action on BOC Sports Channel. You know it is, Charles. It's cardiac Sixers almost every single game. This team will never just let us have a game to relax. This team never wants us to relax. We always got to be stressed out about every single game. Even if it's against a team like the Pistons, we have to be stressed out about a game against the Pistons. Like, this is crazy. Like a team like the Wizards and the Pistons, those are teams that, even though they suck, they would give the Sixers a run for their money. And I'm not lying when I say that. They would give the Sixers a run for their money. And also including teams like the Spurs, the Trailblazers, the Grizzlies with the way they are right now. This is just ridiculous. Struggling with the Brooklyn Nets without Cam Thomas or Ben Simmons. Like, this is crazy. Making all these guys out here look amazing. And while we're out here looking like dog water. Your game action is back on. Harris with the ball here off the pass. Fades away on the shot for 2 and hits it. From 9 feet out, Tobias Harris keeps the 76ers in this game and down by 1. Here comes Brooklyn. Schroeder here with the ball. Gets it over to Bridges. Finds his man, Schroeder. Schroeder going to dance. Pump fake. Find his man Finney Smith, who finds a lane and puts it in. Are you kidding me? Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. Payne looking for options here. Payne finds his man Tobias Harris. Harris looking for options. Harris now going to drive. Going to fade away on the shot for two, and Tobias hits it. Big time shot. And timeout called here by Kevin Ollie. Let's go. Keep our hopes alive of winning this game. Let's go. Kevin Ollie calling a timeout. Brooklyn Nets lead the 76ers 99-98. Can the 76ers take the lead and pull out a grinded-out W? Will they do it? Let's go. Asia Roberson, what's going on, Asia? Appreciate you for coming through. Also a loyal Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm not mistaken on that, but shout out to Asia Roberson for being up in the chat. Asia, appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Asia, appreciate you for coming through the stream. Says, come on, Sixers, get this win. Absolutely, let's go. Somebody has to be the true leader and number one option on this team for the remainder of the game here. Let's go. Wait, hold up. Did the Cavs just beat the Celtics? Yo! The Celtics finally don't win a game. The Celtics really just play like 9 guys, yo. They really do. Darius Garland didn't even have an efficient night shooting. Leading scorer was Dean Wade off the bench. Bro, that's crazy. As your game action is back on, about 3 minutes to go as Schroeder dumps it off to Claxton. Claxton looking. Claxton with the hook shot. Puts up for two, but Finney Smith with the putback. How is your leading scorer Dean Wade and you win this game? That's crazy. That is crazy. Your leading scorer was Dean Wade, and the Cavs still win the game. And Kyle Lowry responds with the layup here for the Sixers as the game is back on. 2.5 minutes left to play. 101-100. Dennis Schroeder here with the ball, directing traffic. Schroeder, guarded by Harris, going to drive, going to lay it up off the window and puts it in. Come on, Sixers, where's the defense? Where in the world is the defense at? Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets over to Batum. Batum. Guarded by, I do believe that's Lonnie Walker. Gets over to Oubre. Oubre at the top of the key, now going to drive. Oubre going to put it up for two. Oubre cannot put it in. And Batum cannot help out in putting it back. The ball is still loose and it's picked up by Brooklyn. And here come the Nets now. Schroeder with the ball, finds Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Schroeder. Schroeder back over to Bridges. Bridges kicking it out to Finney Smith for three, and it's cash money. Are you serious? You cannot make this stuff up. Like, this is ridiculous. Finney Smith with 20 points, shooting 4 of 7 from 3. Kyle Lowry with the ball finds Batum for 3, and that shot's way off. Like, what in the world is that, dude? Seriously. Here we go. Dennis Schroeder with the ball. Gets it over to Bridges. Finds his man. Schroeder again. Schroeder dancing. Schroeder going to his left. Schroeder going to spin. Schroeder still looking. Going back to the inside. Schroeder puts it up. For 2. Can't get it. Rebounded by Batum. 76ers got to go. Batum finds Oubre. Oubre puts it up for 2. Puts it in. And 1. Coming from Kelly Oubre. Let's go. We need this free throw, Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Says yes, the Celtics lost. Yes, sir. Celtics boy. Yeah, how is the Cavaliers leading scorer Dean Wade? How is that your leading scorer? And you still beat Boston. You still beat Boston when Dean Wade is your leading scorer. Like, that is ridiculous. Free throw is up and in for Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Come on, Sixers. Get a stop. Get a stop. Please. And the Sixers almost got a stop, but the ball will go out of bounds and will remain with Brooklyn. 39.2 seconds left. Brooklyn will take possession of the basketball. My pass needs to get in. Bridges puts it in. Gets into Claxton. Finds his man. Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder guarded by Oubre. Schroeder dancing. Going to the left. Schroeder still looking. Still dancing. Guarded by Reed. Schroeder going to drive. Laid up off the window and puts it in. Are you kidding me? What in the world is this? Put your best shooters on the floor and let's go. This is driving me crazy, man. Like, this is ridiculous. Timeout called by Nick Nurse to talk things over with the team, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would talk things over because this is insane. And you can't even blame the shooting tonight when the 76ers shot the ball 48.8% from the field and 42.9% from three. And even if you make all your free throws, you're still not winning this game. The blame goes on the defense from everybody. I don't care what you say. Like, the defense from everybody was absolutely inexcusable. Only 2 blocks for the team and 6 steals. 6 steals and 2 blocks for the team alone was the defense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Only 2 blocks for this defense tonight? Like, nah, bro, that's crazy. Better find a lucky shot. Better get a lucky shot out there. Let's go. Kyle Lowry to inbound real quick. Gets into Cameron Payne. Payne going to drive. Laid up off the window. Can't get it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Bro, how do you miss a layup, Cameron Payne? What are you doing? How in the world do you miss a layup? How in the world do you miss a layup, Cameron Payne? Forcing the Sixers to foul. They would have fouled anyway, but come on, Cameron Payne. How in the world do you miss a layup? That's embarrassing. First one at the line is no good for Nick Claxton. Yay. Second one at the line is also good for Nick Claxton. Inbound passes in. Here comes Oubre. He's going to drive. Laid up off the window. Almost got the end one opportunity. But is going to the free throw line to shoot 2. This is ridiculous, dude. Like, what am I watching right now? Watching everybody play the foul game. I'm watching this team miss layups in the clutch. I'm watching this team not play defense. Like, seriously. You can't make this stuff up, dude. You just can't make this stuff up. First one at the line is good for Kelly Oubre. At least Kelly Oubre had a nice performance today. Second one of the line, also good for Kelly Oubre. And timeout called here by Kevin Ollie to talk things over. I do believe it's a timeout called by Kevin Ollie. I don't think Nick Nurse called it. Yep, timeout called by Kevin Ollie to talk things over. Ah, man. Man, oh man, oh man. Dude, you gotta be kidding me right now. We just had all this drama just go down for this. So wow, that's just bad. Celtics blew it. Yeah. Tell me about it. Seriously. Can't play a lick of defense towards the end of the game. Like, really? You're telling me you can't play a lick of defense towards the end of this game? Like, are you serious? In terms of changes here for the Brooklyn Nets, Jalen Wilson will enter the game here to replace Nick Claxton, and Lonnie Walker IV will replace Dennis Smith Jr. Inbound passes in here from Finney Smith to Bridges, Bosco, and Kyle Lowry. Of course. How did we lose this one? I think it's just based on the defensive side of things. Because when you look at the offensive side of the ball, because here's the thing, though, he's up controls down. When you look at the offensive side of the ball, I get it. Batum was god-awful. I get that. But who else was really, like, that bad, though? Realistically, there was nobody as Oubre throws it down with two hands. And my pass gets in real quick. 76ers running full court press. They will foul. I do believe that's Lonnie Walker. Or rather, that's Kyle Lowry. So that's Kyle Lowry's sixth foul of the game, and Kyle Lowry will go to the bench. Coming out of the game for Kyle Lowry, finishing the game with 14 points. 14 points. But he's up controls down, my guy. When you look at it, honestly, like statistical wise, defense was how you lost the game. Defense is how you lost the game if we're going to look at it that way. Sure, you could say the shooting from Batum was god-awful. But who else was bad in terms of shooting? I get it. Buddy Hield was only 3 of 9 from the field. Tobias Harris, 8 of 16. Mo Bamba, 2 for 5. Kyle Lowry, 5 for 9. Cam Payne, 5 for 9. Buddy Hield, 3 for 9. Batum, 1 for 6. KJ Martin, 3 for 4. Paul Reed, 2 for 3. Kelly Oubre, 11 of 20. I'm honestly blaming it on the defense. I'm being completely honest, dude. How about Kelly Oubre, though, with 30 points off the bench? I mean, I'll give him credit where credit's due. This man had one heck of a game today. Larry just fouled out, yeah. How the Celtics blow a 22-point lead? What in the world? Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Charles, man, for the short amount of time that you stuck through, my guy, I appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Next 5 games here for the 76ers. Tomorrow night, they play the Memphis Grizzlies. I will not be able to do that game, ladies and gents. If you guys know why, you know why. But I will be back for Friday's game against the New Orleans Pelicans, where the 76ers will be at home for that game. So I'll be back on Friday for you guys. in terms of streaming the 76ers. But guys, I do have to work on, well, I do have to work tomorrow, so I will not be able to live stream the 76ers game tomorrow. So you guys will be seeing me on Friday in terms of the next 76ers game. And that's going to just about do it. As KJ Warren loses the ball out of bounds with 1.7 seconds left. And the 76ers are just going to let the Brooklyn Nets go. And the Brooklyn Nets are going to defeat the 76ers in this one. Tough loss tonight from Philly when they had a nice lead early on, but that just lost in the end. But mainly in the second and fourth quarters was where they mainly lost it. And I think it's realistically based on because of the defense. I mean, the defense was not there. But I mean, I really can't blame the Sixers, though. I mean, if anything, the only thing that I can blame the 76ers for is how they played defensively. Defensively, it was unacceptable. Something that they'll have to correct for tomorrow night's game against Memphis, where they'll hope to bounce back, hopefully, and come back with the W. Yeah, guys, the final score will be inserted here. There you go, guys. There's your final score from this game between the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, GG to your Nets, Asia. GG to your Nets. Good game to you guys, though. You guys are just a better team today at the end of the day. We'll either see you Friday. Hey, ease up, controls down. Appreciate you, my guy. See you on Friday, man. Tell you how RB's feeling right now. I'm sure he's pissed off, honestly. Like, this was, even though there was no Tyrese Maxey, this was still a game the 76ers could have won. I think if we would have saw a little bit more from the bench, I mean, especially coming from guys like Nico Batum, KJ Martin, Paul Reed. And I can't really blame Doughton for anything. Jeff Doughton. Pretty sure that's his name. But anyway, I really can't blame that guy. The dude's on a 10-day contract. Like, the dude isn't supposed to do anything for this team. But also, I mean, this is where I'm going to get coaching involved. Like, how in the world, in a game like this, do you not play Ricky Council and Terquavion Smith? How do you not play Ricky Council or Terquavion Smith? Are they the Isaiah Joes of the world and just don't receive playing time? And is Nick Nurse getting back to his Doc Rivers-like ways, his Brett Brown-like ways? Like, what are we doing here? That's where I'm blaming coaching. Coaching and the defensive side of the ball, we're just so impacted the 76ers in this game. But that's all I have against Nick Nurse. I have nothing else against Nick Nurse. But the one thing that I have against Nick Nurse is the fact that you don't play a single minute of Terquavion Smith and Ricky Council IV. Why is that? I would love to go to Nick Nurse's press conference right now and ask him why he didn't play neither Ricky Council nor Terquavion Smith. I would love to ask him. This is NBA upset alert. Yeah, I did see that, my guy. The Cavaliers beat the Celtics 105-104. It's a crazy game. But guys, give me your one-word reaction to describing this game down below in the chat. Let me know how you guys felt about this game in one word. We have a BL Kumar Race. Thanks for your outstanding contribution on the live stream broadcast tonight. Good night from Nassau, Bahamas. Best regards, Charles Early. Hey, Charles, my guy, appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through, tuning in. Just before I forget, did you see Jason Kelsey's retirement yesterday? I'm in tears and I'm not an Eagles fan. Yeah, I did see that, Asia. I'm pretty sure the whole NFL world saw that. Everybody that's interested in the NFL or just all the reporters, I'm pretty sure they all saw that. I saw it coming too. Even I saw it coming. Even I saw it coming. I just knew Jason was going to retire. Which sucks, but regardless now, the 76ers, the Eagles will now have to go out on a limb and get a new interior offensive lineman. Whether if that's guard or center, wherever they want to place Cam Jurgens next year. And I really don't think they go ahead and start Tyler Steen at right guard. I'm not sure they're going to want to give him a chance. If they do, I'd be fine with that, just to give him a little bit of an experience what it's going to be like on a Jeff Stoutland-led offensive line. But I'd say bring in a veteran to take the right guard spot or the center spot to replace Kelsey. I would say do that. Suppose they will ask him that. It's a surprise. Yeah, it was surprising, but I mean, when you don't have Tyrese Maxey and when you don't have your top two best players in Maxey and Embiid, you're going to lose. But, like, when you get down to crunch time and when you're staying in this game with a team like the Brooklyn Nets, you really should be able to find a way to pull this one out. And you just fell apart in the second and fourth quarters of this game. That's where you fell apart. Your first and third quarters, they were fine. They were fine. So what's wrong with Maxey? Maxey ended up getting a concussion. So, Asia, so what ended up happening? So, Maxey, I think, I can't remember if he was diving for the basketball or if he was just, like, sliding because he couldn't keep his balance. But anyway, so his head's coming down, okay? So his knees are, like, extremely bent. And he goes down like he slips or something and hits the back leg of I forget which player it was. I forget which player was it that oh my gosh. Which player was it that got hit in the back that Maxey hit in the back of the knee? I'm pretty sure it was Derek Jones Jr. But yeah, Asia. Anyway, so Maxey went ahead, and as he was diving down, I think he actually might have slipped. But what ended up happening as he slipped down and fell to the floor, hits the back leg of Derek Jones Jr. head first. Hits the back leg of Derek Jones Jr. head first. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up with Tyrese Maxey. And the media has yet to tell us how long he'll be out for or when he's going to return. But I do believe it was Derrick Jones Jr. that he did bump into, though. Those injuries just absolutely suck. And I hope Maxey can come back really soon, but I cannot count on it. Well, on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and go over the final stats here. Then we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the remainder of the night. So starting off here on the Philadelphia 76ers side, Kelly Oubre ends up leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers in this one despite losing the game, finishing his night with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then following that up in the starting five was Tobias Harris, who finishes his game with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then following that up in the starting five was Cameron Payne, who finishes his night with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a steal. Also following up here for the 76ers was Kyle Lowry, who got fouled out of the game earlier. Finished his night with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists, as well as a steal. Then also following up in the starting five was Buddy Hield, who finishes his night with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Then following that up is KJ Martin, who finishes his performance tonight with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Following that up is Paul Reed, who finishes his night with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Then back up to the starting five, where Mo Bamba finishes his night with 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers is Nico Batum, who finishes his night with 2 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists to end off the final stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the Brooklyn Nets side now. As it seems to me that Dennis Schroeder actually ended up leading the way for the Brooklyn Nets in this one, finishing his night with 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists, as well as a block. Following that up in this one is Dorian Finney-Smith, who finished this game with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Then following that up off the bench was Lonnie Walker IV, who finishes his game with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a steal. And following that up in the starting five is Nick Claxton, who finishes his game with a double-double, I should say, of 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists, as well as 4 blocks. Following that up in the starting five was Mikal Bridges, who finishes his night on an off-night shooting note, but finishes his night with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then following that up off the bench was Dennis Smith Jr., who finishes his night with 7 points, a rebound, and 6 assists, as well as 3 steals. The back to the starting five were Cameron Johnson, before getting hurt, finished his game with 6 points and a rebound. Then back off the bench where is it Jalen Wilson? Yeah, Jalen Wilson. Anyway, for Jalen Wilson, he finishes his game by finishing this game with 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And following that up for the Brooklyn Nets was, I do believe, is it Trenton Watford, who finishes his night with 2 points and 5 rebounds, as well as 2 blocks off the bench. And rounding it off here for the Brooklyn Nets is Keita Bates-Diop, who finishes his game with 2 points and a rebound to end off the final stats here for the Brooklyn Nets. Now to the team stats now, as both teams ended this game by both teams finishing shooting the ball 48.8% from the field. Philadelphia 76ers shot the ball at the end of the game, 42.9% from three to the Brooklyn Nets, 40%. In terms of free throw shooting, goes in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers, shooting the ball 78.9% from the free throw line to the Brooklyn Nets, 75%. The Brooklyn Nets overall out-rebounded the 76ers at the end of this game, 44-38. And same on the offensive end when it comes to offensive rebounds, 10-8. In terms of assists, goes in favor of nobody because they actually tied in assists with 25 assists apiece. Steals goes in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers, 6-4. Blocks goes in favor of the Brooklyn Nets at the end of this game, 7-2. Total turnovers goes in the 76ers' favor with less than turnovers than the Brooklyn Nets, 14-12. Points in the paint goes in favor of the Brooklyn Nets, 58-48. And a total of 40 personal fouls called, 24 called on the Philadelphia 76ers, and 16 fouls called on the Brooklyn Nets. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the foul stats come to an end here in this one. The 76ers lose it to the Brooklyn Nets by a foul score of 112-107. We'll look to bounce back tomorrow night against the Memphis Grizzlies. Once again, ladies and gents, if you did not hear, I will not be able to live stream the 76ers game tomorrow. For those of you who do already know and are still up in the chat, you guys already know the reason why. I have to work tomorrow, so I will not be able to get home in time to live stream the 76ers and Grizzlies game. But the 76ers will actually be back at home playing Memphis, and we'll hope to rebound off this one and get a win at home when the Memphis Grizzlies come into town to try to win one on their home court, but the 76ers look to deny it all. But on that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, ladies and gents. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.